Good morning. So somebody pointed out to me that that's my catchphrase, and I felt like I don't know, weirdo, because I didn't even realize that I start most of my videos by saying good morning like a little kid. And this guy's comment on something made me realize that, so I guess I'm just gonna roll with it. Today is a little bit weird because normally when I get on my phone like this and I start recording myself, I just feel like I picture myself talking to like Isadora and Joanne and Jen, like my main girls that I watch. And now, like 24 hours after Cole posts these before and afters of me, I have 200 additional people listening to me. And it's kind of weird and like nerve-wracking and makes this whole video process like a whole different kind of thing. But so many people out there are like ready to change their lives. It's amazing. Like thousands of people have reached out to me with questions and concerns and just like, you know, details about what it took, you know, to get my before and afters up there or whatever. And I was a little overwhelmed because so many people kept reaching out to me, and like Cole sent me this voice clip before he made the post, and it was basically like, hey Kirsty, like get ready, I'm about to do it, and like shit's gonna blow up. And he was like, you know, my advice to you is just to, you know, copy and paste your YouTube video link. Whenever people ask you questions, copy, you know, mine and his YouTube video link. And so that's what I did a lot. And so I feel obligated to now like make a video addressing at least like the top 10 questions that I received, like either in direct messages or, you know, in comments and etc. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video. I'm very excited. I'm gonna pull over in this parking lot for a quick minute so I don't die, because it would be a shame if I was not able to answer your questions. So I got super official and wrote everything down in my book so that I could answer your questions efficiently and not ramble on for hours. So here goes nothing. These are the top 10 questions that I received in the last 24 hours since my before and afters were posted. These are in no specific order. They were just questions that were like asked multiple times. So this is the number one most frequently asked question on the post. What do I eat? What do I eat? Number one question. So what do I eat? I eat everything. I'll make another video about this later. I used to do carnivore. I did carnivore for 6 months before the snake diet. And although I did not see any weight loss, I'm sure that healed like any ailments that I may have had in my gut biome or what have you. So now, currently and for this entire weight loss since January 3rd, I ate whatever I wanted, basically. Like, if you look back in my videos, you'll see that I was obviously trying to restrain myself because I do have a bad food addiction. But to summarize, I eat everything from Burger King to Subway to, you know, homemade stir fries to like everything. I didn't restrict carbs. I ate fruit and everything. So yeah, that's question number 1. Number 2, how often do you work out? So that was asked a lot. I work out on my eating days always, religiously. If I eat, I have to work out. Otherwise, I feel like it's just cement, like inside me. If I don't move and get my blood flowing, and like I basically feel like when I eat, I gotta like shake my body up to like get all those nutrients everywhere. It's probably stupid, but I always work out on my eating days. And then on the other days, I will sometimes, like if I'm 48 hours in, I'll do another full body workout if I'm feeling really good. But usually, especially now, I am not up for a full body workout at 48 hours. So I'll do like a 1 hour sauna session. Sometimes I'll couple that with being dry, and that produces serious results. So if you're looking for like an overnight, like 2-pound thing to happen for you, then dry fasted sauna session, like for 1 hour, and like maybe try like 30 minutes first. Like a 1 hour sauna session is hardcore. And then I also do cold showers. I am a big baby when it comes to cold, so I've worked myself up to about, I think my longest time lasted is like 26 minutes or 23 minutes or something like that. They're very, very hard. It's like the equivalent of running a marathon. It's nuts how much calories you burn. And I noticed that immediately after and for days on end after, my skin is more taut and feels tighter. I know that's a big issue for people with loose skin. So the cold showers not only burn calories like I'm working out, but helps with that as well. So yeah, that's how often I work out. What kind of workouts do I do? That's question number 3. I have done CrossFit since August 1st is when I started doing CrossFit. I did it really hardcore back when I was doing carnivore because I was eating all the time. Like I would eat just ribeye steak all day long. So I was able to work out a lot more intensely. I did try going to the CrossFit gym whenever I've been fasted, and it's always ended in me being very dizzy or weak or almost vomiting. It's just, CrossFit is so intense. Like it's a very intense workout. And so whenever you're trying to cut weight very quickly, like the snake diet produces, it's almost like not feasible to do CrossFit like in the intensity level that it's available in the gym. So what I do personally is I've just been inspired by CrossFit. I love all the complex movements, and so if you saw in my last video, I've got a little home gym in the entryway there of my house, and I have like a few of the different tools that people use in CrossFit, and I just make like very, very easy workouts, basically, inspired by all of the moves in CrossFit. I need to speed this up. We're getting pretty long, and I'm only on number 3. Number 4 is, how much snake juice do you drink? At the beginning of the diet, I was drinking like almost 2 liters a day, and then it's just slowly dwindled from there. So like as I've gotten leaner and leaner, I drink less and less snake juice. I feel like if I drink too much, it gives me a stomach ache. I'm averaging about 1 liter a day right now. On my eating days, it's more like half a liter. What snake juice recipe do you use is number 5. I use I think it's the original recipe. It's half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan, half a teaspoon of magnesium or Epsom salt, a full teaspoon of potassium chloride powder or no salt, and then a full teaspoon of baking soda in 2 liters of water. Number 6, do you drink coffee? That was a very popular question. My very first 72-hour fast, And for all of the 72s that I did for about 2 weeks, I did not drink coffee. I was very adamant about not being dependent on caffeine, so I dropped the coffee completely. And after the 2 weeks, I saw a video that Cole did talking about how coffee's not necessarily bad, it's just people abuse it, and he didn't want to tell anybody about it because he wants results, and people fuck up because of small little things. So I took those words with a grain of salt, and I tried like 4 ounces of coffee, and holy cannoli, like 48 hours fasted and 4 ounces of coffee after you haven't had it for 2 weeks is like straight to the heart. Like, it was intense. So now I use that as like a supplement. Like, if I am in a 48-hour fast and I have to like go to work and I'm feeling really weak and tired, I'll use about 4 ounces of coffee just as a supplement, no more than three times a week or so. Number 7, what time do you eat? I almost always eat bright and fucking early the moment I wake up. Sometimes it'll be like 5 a.m. if I'm really hungry and I woke up, specifically to eat. And then sometimes it'll be like closer to 8 or 9 a.m. But always before 10 a.m. Like, no questions asked. How big is your eating window is number 8. And I mess around with it sometimes, but I've never gone really longer than an hour, except for whenever I fucked up in my other videos. You can check that out. But my eating window is, at one time I did 15 minutes, and I saw the biggest drop of weight loss when I did 15 minutes. And I stuffed my face for that 15 minutes, but short windows, bigger results, definitely. Number 9, what gets you through the hunger? I think about Cole, because he terrifies me. Like, he inspires me, but at the same time he terrifies me. Like, I would never, especially now, like, it's extra more pressure because I'm like, he posted me on his like personal shit, and so now I feel like a role model and I have to maintain, and I watch his videos as motivation. Like, every time I'm hungry, I just watch Cole. He is, like, the technique he uses is abrasive, and it's hard to hear whenever you're the person he's talking about, basically, and my motivation is to not be that person that he's talking about anymore. So he gets me through it. Otherwise, YouTube girls, like all of the girls that I listen to on here, oh my god, I would not be able to do it if I did not get to listen to their beautiful voices every single morning. I love all of them. Number 10, what is next? That's the next question. What's next? What am I going to do to maintain? How am I going to not yo-yo anymore? So now that I've gotten my weight under control, it's very important to me to figure out my nutrition, figure out my cravings, my food addiction. That's like my next top priority. Alongside that, I want to really focus on getting ripped. I want a 6-pack. And I want to diminish the saggy skin as much as possible because it's not attractive, and I don't like having what Isadora calls a liquid body. So yeah, that's what's next for me. That is the top 10 questions I've got within the last 24 hours. It's been really weird having so many strangers contact me. And I hope that if I didn't like answer you right away, or if I ignored you or something, then I'm sorry. I'm not used to all this social media. If you like look at my Instagram, like, I literally built that Instagram because Cole asked me to, because he was like, I have to tag you, otherwise nobody's gonna believe that you're a real person. And so you have to build an Instagram. And so, like, that's why there's no posts on my Instagram or any information, because I just simply made it so that he could do his post. But anyways, 15 minutes later, I've got to go to work today. It's my Monday. Big bummer, but that's all right. Oh, and if we're gonna be like real about this accountability page, I ate like a normal person yesterday. But what's cool is like I don't really feel guilty about it because it was kind of like a celebration day, and I really don't like condoning celebrating with food. I don't think it should be that way, but you know what? If we're like, let's just be honest with each other. That's what yesterday was. I ate all day. So I started my fast, like basically when I went to bed. And so I'm in no way fasted right now. It's going to be a fine day. And I ate like a cow yesterday. So I've got plenty of glycogen stored in my muscles to hit me up throughout the day today. So it'll be good. And yeah, if any of you have any like specific questions that I didn't get to in this list, like please feel free to message me on Facebook. My name's Kirsty Nicole on there. Oh, and by the way, Fiona's not my real name. It's an alliteration. That's why I used Fiona. And also, it's the name of the girl from Shrek, and I just love that character. And I feel like it kind of goes well with like losing weight and feeling like a green monster, and then being like a pretty princess. So that's why I'm fasting Fiona on here. But my real name is Kirsty. Hello. But anyways, yeah, feel free to message me with questions. Until next time, bye.